So every day you're bicycle riding is Christmas, so we're going to ride the Christmas trail. It's a green trail, which means it's easy. You got to watch out for the bear and all the other stuff. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. This section of the trail is 3 miles long, very enclosed, very tight. I noticed this morning, for the first time, the mosquitoes are getting out. So I used the American Beauty bush. I'll show it to you right now. And that bush, you can grab a bunch of leaves and soak them in alcohol and then use it as like a hand sanitizer. Whoa, tried to fall down in the sand. And waiting on my wife real quick, she kind of fell in the sand. There she is. And you can just take, in an emergency, you can take the leaves and rub them on yourself, and that helps. I don't know if it's a cure-all, but it's definitely mosquito repellent. So again, that's an American Beauty bush. You'll know it because it has little blue berries all over it, purple berries. So yesterday I was riding a trail. It was a medium trail and a more aggressive one. And I went through a dip, you know, like a 6-foot like ditch. I went down it, came up the other side, and there was a tree just on the right. And I smacked my shoulder on it, like that tree right there. I smacked my shoulder on it and it just brought me to a dead stop and about dislocated my shoulder. That wasn't fun. And then I broke a rear wheel hub yesterday riding that trail. So I had to repair that last night. But these trails are definitely worth the ride. So this one's called Christmas. Then there's one called New Year's, which is, to me, it's as easy as a green one, but it's actually listed as blue, as a medium trail. So I need to be paying attention, which I haven't been. I just realized I'm not looking up, I'm looking down. And see how skinny these trees are? But as you're going through here, these big old banana spiders will build webs across from one tree to another, and you'll get them in the face. Here's a evil tree forest. I love this. It's like a Wicked Witch tree tunnel. So we'll see if we can find a banana spider in here. But you definitely don't want to get them in the face. They can bite you. I haven't studied them, but my understanding is they're not poisonous, but don't really want to get bit by one. Oops, more challenging trees here. Florida is incredibly beautiful. You run into armadillos, raccoons, deer, alligators, bear, everything is on these trails. On this trail, you get these little ponds just off to the side. You can see how thick this stuff is. Get these little ponds off to the side. You can get an alligator in it, and he can crawl out and be hanging out on the trail waiting for you. This opens up really cool into this. Oop. I didn't get a banana spider, but I got banana webbed. So the last couple of days I've been riding this. Had my tires on 60 pounds because I'm not really riding with the right tires. You can see I'm riding with more of a street tire. And today I put it at 25 pounds. So I don't think I'll blow an inner tube, but hopefully not. But it definitely softened up the ride. Softer ride, isn't it?
Yeah, not as bad.
Yeah, the tires were way too hard. So on my bike, I got this, I don't know if you can see it, but this wheel hub. So I got the electric front Bafang wheel hub, the 350 watt, running 36 volts. And I pedal and I assist a little bit with my thumb here. That. And that makes, you know, getting through here a lot nicer. Not getting any exercise as much, but you get to see a lot more trails than you would if you just came out and rode manual all the time, because your distance increases by 10 times when you've got a little electric assist, because you don't want to get too far away from your vehicle. You know, you only want to get 5 miles or something because you got to go back 5 miles. But with the electric motor, you can go 25, and then you can turn around, swap batteries, and go 25 back. So it's cool because you can really get out here and see some stuff. So now we're getting into the sand. We'll see who eats it. One of us is going to eat it and get up on the grass. Did you make it? Oh, she made it. All right. So if you ever come to Florida, you want to come to Ocala, Florida, and you want to come to the Santos Trail, you can ride 16.6 miles on the asphalt, and then there's, I would seriously guess, 100 miles or more of off-road trail. They just go every direction. You know, you got New Year's, Christmas, trailhead north, trailhead south. You got Renee or Renee, I'm not sure which it's called. And then you got Earn to Burn. That's a hard ass trail. Should be called Burn to Earn or something, but they called it Earn to Burn. But these are amazing trails, and you can come, like on this one, it's green. You can just see that pretty much anybody could take this trail. Skill level's really minor, but it's all about the beauty. And so you want to go to Santos Trailhead is one end, and Highway 200 is the other end. I like to get on at 49th Avenue because there's some really good trails that take off right off that, which is like Christmas and New Year's. Digger is another one that's fun to ride, but it's a tougher one. Here we go with some more tree forest. This is so cool, man. Oop, getting webbed here. Kinda, well, I'm not kinda, I'm really hoping that we're gonna run into a black bear. They're pretty laid back. They don't really want to attack you. Pretty much more likely to walk away from you, but you never know when one of them wants to just play like a kid and smack you around, and that wouldn't be good. Webs. Almost got stuck in the sand. That was the first. Usually it tries to bury me and dump me, but that time I just sank in it. I like it when it's pine needle covered. A lot easier to deal with than the sand. Oop, oh, got banana webbed. By the time you get to the end of the trail, you look like a mummy, so you want to ride it on Saturday after, say, 9 in the morning, because you get all the people come out here on Saturday and they ride the heck out of it and they clear the webs. But if you're riding it on a Tuesday like I am right now, pretty likely to get a banana spider right in the face. And you're definitely going to come out the other end mummified like that. Web City. So if you're smart, you'll be the second or third person back, because whoever's in the lead is definitely the snowplow for webs. You're doing good today. You're right there. Sometimes I leave her behind and she gets all mad at me. See how thick this is? This is so awesome. Oop, I heard something over there. Maybe a deer. Hope the camera's clear. I forgot to clean the lens. Probably has a big thumbprint on it. get a lot of these roots from the trees. Crossing the trail makes it a little bumpy, but not much. I've lived in Colorado. I rode the trails there. Never saw the beauty that I see here. The beauty's just insane in here. Now where I'm riding right now, back in the 1800s, 1880 to like 1950 I think it was, or maybe even 60, they wanted to make this into a Panama Canal. So they literally dug a trench across Florida and hang on, I got something aggravating my forehead. I don't know what it is. Okay. Oop, tree tunnel. Oh, got banana web big time. Watch out for the sand. So, anyway, back to it. They trenched it. They trenched down 25 feet, and they were going to build gates, or I don't know what you call them, float up gates, like Panama Canal has. They were going to float you up because we're at about 130 feet here. They're going to float the ships up, have them go across Florida, and then lower them back down in those gates. But that was literally going to cut Florida off from the United States, and these protesters jumped in and saved the land, saved the wildlife, and for once I actually have to agree with them that that was a smart move. A lot of the times, you know, people are just trying to save all kinds of stuff, but this was a smart move, and they actually succeeded in saving it, and it became this. They made it into a bicycle recreation area, wildlife reserve, so that you could never touch it again. That way Florida didn't get separated from the US, because that would have been a really stupid thing to do. Whoa, wow, that's how quick that can happen. I took a quick peek back to see if my wife was there, and I went right off the trail. Oh, big time banana webbed. Crap. Hope you don't mind me talking too much. I just thought today's ride I would just kind of blog through it. Whoa, what the hell is that? Something got on my hand. Might have been a cricket, or not a cricket, a grasshopper, but it could have been a banana spider. I don't know, I gotta look. Nope, I don't see anything. That was weird, dude. Something crawled up my hand. I'm almost guessing banana spider. I don't know, I brushed it off with my hip. I hope he ain't going up my back. I had one on my shoulder the other day, and I couldn't stop right away, so I just had to let him walk around on my shoulder, which was kind of freaky. Let's look around the wild, see if we see something out there. yesterday we were riding a trail and I looked over to talk to my wife who was next to me. We were on the paved trail and there was 2 deer just literally like right next to her shoulder, and neither one of us saw them as we were riding up on them. But when I looked over to talk to her, they were like 3 feet from her shoulder, just standing there looking at us like, "Hi guys." Looks like we're getting into a little bit of hill climb here. So I'm pedaling, but I'm also touching this throttle a little bit, which just literally, I don't know if you can tell how steep that hill was, but I mean, it just made it absolute cake. There's New Year's Trail, 2 diggings. Yeah. So let's see. Oh, we lost her a little bit. We want to go New Year's.
What?
We want to go New Year's.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't want to get into diggings because you can't ride diggings.
Okay.
Well, you probably could, but I don't know if you would dig it.
Somebody behind us, but I guess not.
No, not today. Saturday, you'd probably gotten ran over twice by now, but
Yeah,
let's see what we got here. Christmas, New Year's. Okay. Yeah, this is where we want to go. They should... Yeah, I'll have to memorize that. Usually I go backwards, so I know exactly where I'm headed. Oh, there's a log. Ooh. So now you notice we're on New Year's. That's a blue trail. So I wouldn't say it's harder, but it's going to be a little bit more bumpy, some roots, whatever. That's a walking trail. So you got horse trails, walking trails, and biking trails in here, and you are not allowed to be on one unless you meet that criteria. And if you don't and you're on it, you better expect to get told off pretty big time, because a horse will trash the bike trail and the hikers get ran over by the bikes, because some of these guys that are on these mountain bikes, especially the high performance electrics, they'll rip through this trail, man, and they'll run your ass over. And there we are.